Hello there, welcome back to Max's Cards and Dice Dugout. This is episode 204, and this time out we are at Market Square Arena in Indianapolis, Indiana for game number 21 of the 1974-75 New York Nets project with Uptempo basketball from the Clark and Addison Gaming Company and creator Brian Haverkamp. Before we get started, let's take a look at the Nets' point scoring statistics through 20 games. Julius Erving still at 30.5 points per game. Larry Keenan crossed the 19 points per game threshold. He's at 19.1. Great production from the rest of the starters: Billy Paltz, John Williamson, and Brian Taylor. And the bench contributing where they can when they enter the game. Okay, this game took place on November 23rd, 1974. In that game, the Pacers won it 104-95. The last time, these two teams met in this replay, the Nets won 109-105. That was actually the only time they've played. So therefore, the Nets have a 1-0 season series lead. All right, so we are ready to go. 3 die, as usual, 3 percentile die. The 2 white are normally red. I will occasionally roll all 3. I only need the black die when I need to determine tenths for scoring, but sometimes I do roll all 3. So let's get this thing started here. Market Square Arena. Oh, by the way, the Nets are 17-3 coming into this one, and the Pacers were 5-11. That's their real life record on this date, hence the asterisk. All right, here we go. And it's going to be the Pacers with the ball first. And we have a 2-point attempt. Taking the shot will be Kevin Joyce. He'll be defended by John Williamson, who's a -2. That makes Joyce a 41.4. And good defense by Super John sends the ball the other way. Here come the Nets. And the Nets are going to go on a run right off the bat. Okay, 25. That's an 8-0 run. So we'll pull that card out. And we'll roll to see which row we're going to look at. It's going to be the top row, so the point guard's going to get 2. And that'll be Brian Taylor. So we get 2 for Taylor. Shooting guard's going to get 1 field goal and 2 foul shots. And that'll be Al Skinner. So Smoke's on the board early and in the game early. So he gets basket and 2 free throws. There's 6. And the small forward gets the final basket. And that's going to be Julius Erving. All right. So the Nets lead this one 8-0. We take 2 minutes off the clock. We're down to 9:40. And we continue on. There's a foul down at the Pacers end, and going to the line is going to be Darnell Hillman. He's a 75.2 free throw shooter. First one's good, and so is the second one. So the Pacers are on the board. They trail 8-2. Back down on the Nets end, that's going to be a 2-point attempt. Taking that shot will be Larry Keenan. He'll be defended by Bob Nedelicki. He is a +4. That's going to make Keenan a 54.9. And good defense by Nedelicki sends the Pacers the other way. And there's a foul down there. 54. Or excuse me. George McGinnis up with the shot. It's good, and he's fouled. So he's going to go to the line for a 3-point play. McGinnis is a 72.4 free throw shooter, and that basket is good. Whoops. Got to fix that. 2, 4, 5. Whoops. Holy cow, having all kinds of mistakes here. 8, 4, 5, 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay. So it's 8-5 in favor of the Nets. And we go the other way, and I drop the die. All kinds of problems here. And here we continue on. And that is a 2-point attempt for New York. Taking this shot will be Billy Paltz. He'll be defended by Len Elmore. Elmore's a -3. It's going to make Paltz a 45.7. And Paltz wins that battle. Gets the basket to drop, and it's 10-5. 8:20 to go in the first period. Pacers coming the other way. It's a 2-point attempt. Taking that shot will be Kevin Joyce. He'll be defended by John Williamson, who's a -2. That makes Joyce a 41.4. And Joyce wins that one. And it's 10-7. Here come the Nets. That's gonna be Billy Paltz up with the shot. It's good, and he is fouled. So Paltz picks up 2 more. And Keenan has played. All right, Paltz picks up 2 more. It's him to 12. And he's going to go to the line for the 3-point play. He is a 74.8 and no good. The Pacers come the other way, trailing by 5 with 7:40 to go in the opening period. That's going to be a basket, and making that one will be Bill Keller off the bench. And it's a 3-point game, 7:20 to go. Nets lead 12-9. And that's going to be a basket for the Nets. And making that one will be the Doctor. 4 points for Irving here in the opening period. 14-9, 7 minutes to go. It's a 2-point attempt. Taking this shot will be Billy Knight. He'll be defended by Julius Irving. He's a -9. So that's going to make Knight a 44.8. And Knight wins that battle. Against the Doctor, 3-point lead for the Nets. And we're heading the other way. And that is a 3-point attempt for New York. And taking this shot will be Bill Melchioni off the bench. He'll be defended by Don Bussy. Bussy's a 0, so that's going to make Melchioni a 29.6 on this attempt. And he gets it to drop from downtown. 3-pointer for Bill Melchioni. And it's a 6-point lead for the Nets with 6:20 to go in the opening period. Here comes Pacers. That's a basket, and making that one will be Don Bussy. 17-13. 6 minutes to go, opening period. Nets with the lead. It's a 2-point attempt. Taking the shot will be Billy Paltz. He'll be defended by Darnell Hillman. He's a -1. That makes Paltz 47.7. Good defense by Hillman. And here come the Pacers the other way, trailing by 4. There's a foul. Going to the line is Bill Keller. He's an 88.3 free throw shooter. He makes the first one. And he makes the second. So it's a 2-point lead for the Nets, 17-15. And here they come the other way. That's going to be a basket. And making that one will be Billy Paltz. 6 points for Paltz here in the opening period. And it's 19-15, 5 minutes to go. Here come the Pacers. And that's a turnover. Nets going the other way, looking to build that lead. And we got a foul down there. And going to the line will be Dr. J. He's a 79-9 free throw shooter. First one is no good. Second one is good. So 1 of 2 from the line for Irving, and 5 points here in the first period, and it's 20-15 with 4:20 to go. Here come the Pacers, and it's another turnover. So the Nets are going on another run. And that's a basket. And making this one is the Doctor. 7 points for Irving here in the first period, and it's back up to a 7-point lead, 22-15, 3:40 to go. Here come the Pacers, and we got a basket. And making this one will be Kevin Joyce. 4 points for Joyce here in the opening period, and it's 22-15 in favor of the Nets, 3:20 to go. Here comes New York. And it's a 2-point attempt. Taking this shot will be Billy Paltz. He'll be defended by Len Elmore, who's a -3. That's going to make Paltz a 45.7. And he makes that shot. 8 points for Billy Paltz here in the first period. 7-point lead, 24-17, 3 minutes to go. And here come the Pacers. And that's going to be a basket. And making this one will be Darnell Hillman. Hillman with 4. 5-point lead for the Nets. 2:40 to go, opening period. And that's a basket for New York, and making this one will be Special K. Larry Keenan gets on the scoreboard. 7-point lead for the Nets, 26-19, 2:20 to go, opening period. And that is a basket for the Pacers. And that's going to be Charles Edge off the bench. His first points of the game. 5-point lead, 26-21, 2 minutes to go, opening period. Here come the Nets. And that's going to be a foul down at the New York end. And going to the line is going to be Larry Keenan. He's a 77 even free throw shooter. First one's good, but not the second. So Keenan picks up 1, makes it a 6-point lead. We've got 1:40 to go in this opening period. And here come the Pacers. And this is a 3-point basket for the Pacers. And from out at the arc, it's going to be Kevin Joyce. Seven points for Joyce. And it's now a 3-point lead with 1:20 to go. The opening period. Nets lead 27-24. Excuse me. And there's a foul down there, the New York end. And going to the line is going to be Julius Irving. He's a 79-9. First one, no good. But the second one drops for him. 4-point lead, 28-24. 1 minute to go, opening period. And that's a basket. And making that shot will be Johnny Newman. First time we're calling his name. 2-point lead for the Nets. 40 seconds to go. And we got a 3-pointer at that end. And who makes this one? Brian Taylor. First time we're calling. No, he has 2 points. But he hits the 3 from out at the arc. And makes it a 5-point lead with 20 seconds to go. Pacers' last possession is going to be a basket. And that's going to be George McGinnis. McGinnis with 5 here in the first period. 3-point lead for the Nets. Final possession of the first period. Can they capitalize? There's a foul. And going to the line will be Brian Taylor. The point guard is a 76.5 free throw shooter. First one, no good. But the second one falls for Taylor. 6 points for Taylor in the first. And the first period ends with the Nets having a 4-point lead, 32-28. I'll total things up and be right back. All right, we're back for the second period with the Nets leading 32-28 here in Indianapolis at the Market Square Arena, and New York with the opening possession of the second period. And there's a foul down at the Nets end, and going to the line is going to be Julius Erving. He's a 79.9 free throw shooter. First one, no good. Second one rattles around and falls in at 79.9. 5-point lead for the Nets, 33-28. And here come the Pacers. It's a 2-point attempt. Taking this shot will be George McGinnis. He'll be defended by Larry Keenan. He's a -6. That's going to make McGinnis a 40.1. Good defense by Keenan. Special K with the stop, and the Nets go the other way. And it's a 2-point attempt. Taking this shot's going to be John Williamson. And he'll be defended by Kevin Joyce. He's a +5. That's going to make Williamson a 53.6 from the floor. And Super John gets his first points of the game. And it's now a 7-point lead for the Nets here in the second period, 11 minutes to go. Here come the Pacers, and there's a foul down at that end, and going to the line will be George McGinnis, 72.4 free throw shooter. First one, no good. Second one falls in for the big man. And it's now a 6-point lead, 35-29, 10:40 to go. Here come the Nets. And that's a turnover. Their first turnover of the game, I believe. Pacers down at the other end, and there's a foul. Going to the line will be Bill Keller. He's an 88.3 free throw shooter. First one's good, and so is the second. So 2 for Keller from the line, and the lead has been cut to 4. 35-31, 10 minutes to go in the first half. There's a foul at the New York end. Going to the line will be Billy Paltz, 74.8 free throw shooter. First one's good, and so is the second. That's 10 points for Paltz in this game, and it's a 6-point lead, 37-31, 9:40 to go here in the second period. And here comes the Pacers, and they turn the ball over. That's coming the other way with a 6-point lead. And that's a 2-point attempt. Taking this shot will be Al Skinner. Smoke will be defended by Johnny Newman, who's a +5. That's going to make Skinner a 54 even. And Smoke gets it to drop. 6 points for him in this game. And it's an 8-point lead for the Nets. 9 minutes to go, 39-31. Here comes Indiana. Foul. Going to the line will be George McGinnis, 72.4 for George. First one's good, and so is the second. 8 points for McGinnis, and it's a 6-point lead for the Nets with 8:40 to go in the first half. And we're going to get a basket there for New York. And making this one will be Cyclops Bill Melchione off the bench. 41-33 in favor of the Nets. 8:20 to go here in the first half. And we got a foul down at the Pacers end. And going to the line will be George McGinnis, 72.4. First one bounces out, no good. Second one, no good. Rebound to the Nets, and we're heading the other way. 8 minutes to go in the first half. Nets have an 8-point lead, but they turn the ball over. And here come the Pacers. There's a foul. Going to the line will be Billy Knight. He's a 79.9. First one's good. Second one's good. 2 for Knight from the line. 4 points in the game for him. And it's a 6-point lead, 41-35. 7:20 to go in the first half. Nets coming the other way, but they turned the ball over again, something they didn't do in the first period. And here come the Pacers. And there's a foul down at that end. Going to the line is going to be George McGinnis, 72.4. Misses again. That's 3 in a row for McGinnis, I believe. But the second one does fall in for him. And it's a 5-point lead, 41-36. 6:40 to go in the first half. And the Nets turn it over again. Here come the Pacers with a chance to cut into that lead. And they're going to get a basket here, and it'll be from McGinnis. 6 points for McGinnis in this period, 11 in the game. And it's now a 3-point lead for the Nets. 6 minutes to go. They lead 41-38, and here they come. And this is a 2-point attempt. Taking this shot will be Al Skinner. He will be defended by Kevin Joyce, who's a +5. That makes Skinner a 54 even. And Smoke gets another basket. And the lead is back up to 5, 43-38, with 5:40 to go in the first half. And this is a 2-point attempt for the Pacers. And taking this shot will be Len Elmore off the bench. He'll be defended by Billy Paltz, who's a -7. That's going to make Elmore 34.6. And Elmore wins that battle for his first points of the game. 3-point lead, 43-40. 5:20 to go in the first half. Here come the Nets. There's a foul down at that end, and going to the line is going to be Julius Erving, 79.9 free throw shooter. That one rattles around and drops in, but the second one is no good. Erving struggling a bit from the line in this one. It's a 4-point lead with 5 minutes to go, 44-40. And here come the Pacers trying to cut into that, and they will, with a basket from Bob Nedelicki. Hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. His first points of the game. And it's a 2-point lead for the Nets, 44-42. 4:40 to go here in the second period. And we're going to get a 2-point attempt. And taking the shot is going to be Larry Keenan. He'll be defended by Bob Nedelicki, who's a +4. That's going to make Keenan a 54.9. But Nedelicki wins that battle, and the Pacers come the other way, trying to tie this up. And they will, with this basket from Bill Keller. So we are all knotted up at 44 with 4 minutes to go here in the first half. And that's going to be a basket for the Nets, and dropping that one's going to be Billy Paltz. 12 in the game for Paltz, and it's a 2-point lead for the Nets, 46-44. 3:40 to go. That's a basket for the Pacers, and tying this one up again is going to be George McGinnis. 8 points for McGinnis here in the second, 13 in the game, and we're tied at 46 with 3:20 to go. Here come the Nets. That's going to be a basket for New York, and making that one, Wendell Leidner enters the game and scores. So everyone's been in the game for the Nets in this one. They take the lead 48-46 with 3 minutes to go. Here come the Pacers. And that's going to be a 2-point attempt. Taking this shot will be George McGinnis. He'll be defended by Larry Keenan, who's a -6. That makes McGinnis a 40.1. McGinnis wins that battle and ties this game up again. 2:40 to go. We're knotted at 48. Here come the Nets. That's a 3-pointer. Who's out at the arc on this one? Wendell Leidner from downtown hits the three, and the Nets take a 3-point lead. 2:20 to go, and that silences the Market Square crowd. But the Pacers do pick up a basket, and it's going to be Kevin Joyce. 1-point lead for the Nets, 51-50. 2 minutes to go in the first half. And that's a 2-point attempt. Taking the shot will be Julius Erving. He'll be defended by Charles Edge, who's a -1. That's going to make Erving a 50.5. Erving wins that battle. 3-point lead for the Nets, 53-50. 1:40 to go here in the first half. And we're going to get a basket for the Pacers. And scoring that one's going to be McGinnis, who's had a good second quarter. And it's a 1-point lead, 53-52. 1:20 to go. And we got a basket for the Nets. And that one's going to be Willie Sojourner. I was wrong. Everyone hasn't played until now. So Sojourner with his first points, 3-point lead for the Nets, 55-52. Final minute of the first half. Here come the Pacers, and that's going to be a basket. And making this one will be Darnell Hillman. 1-point lead for the Nets, 40 seconds to go. And there's a foul. Going to the line is going to be John Williamson, 83.7 from the line. He makes the first one, and he makes the second one. 3-point lead for the Nets, 57-54. Last possession for the Pacers is going to result in a basket. And making that one will be McGinnis, who has had an incredible second period. And the lead is one for the final possession of the first half, going to the Nets. And it is a turnover. So that's how things shake out at the end of the second period. At halftime, it's the Nets 57 and the Pacers 56. And I'll be right back. All right, we're back for the second half. Nets have a 1-point lead, 57-56. The Pacers outscored them in the second period, 28-25. So here we go. Opening tip-off goes to the Nets. Here they come. And that's going to be a basket. And scoring that one will be Billy Paltz. 3-point lead, 59-56. We are just underway here in the second half. And that's a 2-point attempt for the Pacers. Taking that shot will be Darnell Hillman. He'll be defended by Willie Sojourner, who's a -6. That's going to make Hillman a 46.9. Hillman wins that battle. And it's a 1-point game again. 59-58. Here come the Nets. That's going to be a basket. Making this one will be Brian Taylor. 3-point lead, 61-58, 11 minutes to go here in the third. And that's a foul. Going to the line is going to be Bob Nedelicki. He's a 63.3 free throw shooter. First one's good, and so is the second. Still a 1-point game, 61-60, 10:40 to go here in the third. Here come the Nets, and that's a basket. And making this one will be Brian Taylor. 63-60, 10:20. Here come the Pacers the other way, and they turn it over. Nets trying to build that lead up again. And there's a foul, and going to the line will be Billy Paltz, 74.9. First one, no good. Second one, no good. And we go the other way with the Pacers. Dodged a bullet on that possession. That's going to be a basket. And making that one will be Len Elmore off the bench. 1-point lead again. Here come the Nets, 9:20 to go in the third. That's going to be a basket. Making that one will be the Doctor. His first points of the second half. And 65-62. 3-point lead. Pacers back down at their end. It's a 2-point attempt from Len Elmore. He'll be defended by Billy Paltz. He's a -7. That's going to make Elmore a 34.6. The Whopper wins that battle, and here come the Nets the other way. And there's a foul. Almost a turnover. And going to the line is going to be Dr. J, 79-9, free throw shooter. First one's good. And so is the second. Now it's a 5-point lead for the Nets. 8:20 to go. 2-point attempt. Taking this shot will be George McGinnis. He'll be defended by Larry Keenan, -6. That makes McGinnis a 40.1. McGinnis wins that battle, and his good game continues. 3-point lead, 67-64, and that's on top. And there's 8 minutes to go here in the third, and here come the Nets, and they turn it over. Pacers coming the other way, trying to cut into the lead, and they will do that with a basket from Charles Edge off the bench. 4 points for Edge in this game, and it's a 1-point game again. 7:20 to go. Nets lead 67-66. And that's a 3-point attempt. Taking this shot will be Bill Melchione. He will be defended by Don Boosie, and he's a 0 on defense. So that's going to make Melchione a 29.6. So from out at the arc, Melchione gets it to drop. Third 3-pointer for the Nets in this one, and they've built the lead to 4 with 7 minutes to go. 70-64. Here come the Pacers. That's going to be a basket, and making that one will be Bill Keller. 2-point lead, 70-68. 6:40 to go in the third. Here come the Nets. It's going to be another 3-point attempt, and taking this one will be the Doctor. He will be defended by Billy Knight, who is a +1. That's going to make Irving a 34.3. And the Nets continue to drop them from out at the arc and have built up a 5-point lead. 6:20 to go. Here come the Pacers, and they turn the ball over. Not good. Nets coming back the other way. That's going to be a basket, and making that one will be Special K, Larry Keenan. It's been pretty quiet. That's only 5 points for Keenan in this one, but it is a 7-point lead with 5:40 to go. 75-68. Here come the Pacers, and that's going to be a basket. And scoring that one will be Len Elmore. Good production from him off the bench. And it's a 5-point lead, 75-70. 5:20 to go here in the third. Here come the Nets. And that's a basket. And making this one will be Billy Paltz. 77-70. 5 minutes to go here in the third. Pacers need to cut into this lead. And there's a foul down there. Going to the line will be George McGinnis, 72.4. First one is good. And not the second one, though. 6-point lead, 77-71. 4:40 to go. And the Nets turn it over. Chance for the Pacers to cut into that 6-point lead. And there is a 2-point attempt by Charles Edge. He will be defended by Julius Irving, who's a -9. That's going to make Edge a 41.9. Edge wins that battle, hits the 2, and it's a 4-point game. With 4 minutes to go in the third, here come the Nets. And it's a 2-point attempt for Billy Paltz. He'll be defended by Len Elmore, who's a -3. That's going to make Paltz a 45.7. And Elmore wins that battle. And here come the Pacers the other way, looking to make this a 3-point game, or even better. And there's a foul down there. And going to the line will be Bill Keller. He's an 88.3 free throw shooter. First one's good, and so is the second one. So 2 from the line for Keller. 4 points for him in the third quarter. It's a 2-point game. Nets lead 77-75. 3:20 to go here in the third. And the Nets turn it over again. Turnover troubles for the Nets here in the second half. Here come the Pacers with a chance to tie this one up, and tie it up they will, with a basket from George McGinnis, who is on fire in this one. 18 points for McGinnis so far, and we're tied at 77 with 2:40 to go here in the third. And that will be a foul down there at that end, and it's going to be Brian Taylor going to the line. 76.5. First one's good, but the second one rolls out. Rebound Pacers, and they come the other way with 2:20 to go here in the third. And they're going to score a basket with a chance to take, well, they are going to take the lead with this basket from Bob Nedelicki. And I believe that's the Pacers' first lead of the game. 79-78. Here come the Nets trying to take it back, but they turn it over. 1:40 to go here in the third. Crowd starts to pick up, but then Pacers turn it right back. And that's a 2-point attempt for Larry Keenan. He'll be defended by McGinnis, who's a -5. That's going to make Keenan a 45.9. McGinnis wins that battle, and here come the Pacers the other way with a minute to go and a 1-point lead. And they're going to increase that here with a basket from Bob Nedelicki. Three-point lead for the Pacers with 40 seconds to go here in the third. And there's a foul. Going to the line will be John Williamson, 83.7. First one's good, and Super John hits them both. His first points of the third quarter, and it is a 1-point Pacer lead with 20 seconds to go. And that's a 2-point attempt for Billy Knight. He'll be defended by the Doctor, who's a -9. That's going to make Knight a 44.8. And Knight wins that battle over the Doctor. Gets it to drop. 3-point lead for the Pacers. Last possession of the third period is a basket for the Nets. And it's going to be the Doctor. And that's how we finish the third period. Pacers take a 1-point lead, 83-82. And I'll be right back with the final period. All right, we are back for the final period in this one. The Pacers have a 1-point lead, 83-82. Pacers outscored the Nets again. That's the second period in a row. They outscored them 27-25, and here we go, the final period. Nets are going to get that first possession again, and it's going to be a basket, and it's going to be Larry Keenan to open the scoring here, and the Nets take a 1-point lead. So we're going the other way with the Pacers, and there's a foul down there. Going to the line is going to be George McGinnis, 72.4. First one's good, but not the second, and we are tied up. 11:20 to go in the game. Here come the Nets. That's going to be a basket, and it's going to be BT, point guard Brian Taylor. And it's a 2-point lead for the Nets. Here come the Pacers. That's going to be a basket. And making that one is going to be Bill Keller. We're not at 86 with 10:40 to go in the final period. Here come the Nets. And that is going to be a 2-point attempt. Taking that shot will be Brian Taylor. He'll be defended by Bill Keller, who's a +5. That's going to make Taylor a 57.9. But good defense by Keller sends the Pacers the other way, where they will score another basket, take a lead. This one goes to Bill Keller. Keller having a great game off the bench, and it's a 2-point lead for the Pacers, 88 to 86. Here come the Nets the other way, and they turn it over. 9:40 to go here in the fourth period, and that's going to be another basket for the Pacers, and getting this one will be Charles Edge. And the Pacers have built up a 4-point lead with 9:20 to go. They lead 90 to 86. Here come the Nets, and they turn it over again. 9 minutes to go. Pacers going on a run without getting the run card. And there's a foul down at that end. And going to the line will be George McGinnis, 72.4. First one's good. Second one is also good. This time McGinnis gets them both to drop. And it's a 6-point lead for the Pacers with 8:40 to go. They lead 92 to 86. Here come the Nets. And they turn it over again. That's 3 possessions in a row. And that's going to be a basket for the Pacers. And making this one will be Kevin Joyce. Eight-point lead. 8 minutes to go here in the final period. Nets going to get a basket this time. And it's going to be Larry Keenan. 4 points for Keenan here. And it's a 6-point lead. 7:40 to go. Pacers. There's a foul down at that end. Going to the line will be Darnell Hillman. He's a 75.2. First one's good, but not the second. So Hillman gets 1 from the line and makes it a 7-point Pacer lead with 7:20 to go. And there's a foul down at the Nets, and then going to the line will be Brian Taylor. He's a 76.3. First one, no good, but the second one falls. So it's a 6-point lead, 95 to 89 for the Pacers. 7 minutes to go. Actually, I believe it's 6:40. And that's going to be a basket for the Pacers. Scoring that one is going to be Bill Keller. Great performance for Keller. And it's an 8-point lead again. Here come the Nets. 6:20 to go. And there's a foul down at that end, and going to the line is going to be Julius Erving. 79.9 free throw shooter. First one's good. And so is the second. Irving's first points of the fourth quarter makes it a 6-point Pacer lead, 97 to 91 with 6 minutes to go. And there's a foul down at the Indiana end. Going to the line will be George McGinnis, 72.4. First one's good. So is the second one. 8-point lead, 99 to 91. 5:40 to go in the game. Nets need to go on a run, but they turn the ball over. 5:20 to go. It's a 2-point attempt down at the Pacers' end, and taking this shot will be Billy Knight. He'll be defended by Julius Erving, who's a -9. It makes Knight a 44.8, and Knight wins that battle. (101 to 91), 10-point lead. Here come the Nets, trying to get back in this, and they go on a run. A desperately needed run. And let's see what kind of run they go on. We roll a 16, and that's an 8-0 run that gets them right back in the game. All right, well, let's see how this unfolds. Okay. And we roll a 9, so we're looking at that top column again. Point guard is going to get a basket, and that'll be Brian Taylor. So Brian Taylor with 2 gets the Nets to 93. Shooting guard will have a basket and 2 free throws, and that is going to be Al Skinner. So Skinner gets 2 free throws, so that's 4. And the small forward gets a basket, and that'll be Wendell Leitner. And it is a 2-point game. We take 2 minutes off the clock, and we are down to 3 minutes to go. The Pacers need to score here, but they turn it over. 2:40 to go, and here come the Nets. And there's a foul down at that end, and going to the line is going to be Larry Keenan. He's a 77 even free throw shooter. First one's good. So is the second, and the Nets take the lead again. Or excuse me, it's tied. We're tied at 101 with 2:20 to go. Here come the Pacers. That's a basket down at that end. And Len Elmore. Also some good production from him off the bench. That's a 2-point Pacer lead, 103 to 100. And here come the Nets, and that's going to be a basket to tie this up again. And it's going to be Billy Paultz. His first points of the 4th period. And we're tied at 103 with 1:40 to go. And the Pacers turn the ball over. 1:20 to go. Here come the Nets. And that's a basket for a 2-point lead. And making this one will be Brian Taylor. 1 minute to go. Here come the Pacers. Down by 2. And there's a foul down at that end. Going to the line is going to be Bob Nedelicki. He is a 63.3 free throw shooter. First one's good. So is the second one. Nedelicki having a good game off the bench as well. We're tied at 105 with 40 seconds to go. Here come the Nets. It's a basket. And making that one will be Irving. 2-point lead. Final possession for the Pacers. Can they tie it? Yes, they can. And scoring that one is going to be Darnell Hillman. It's the first time this has happened to me in this game. But we're coming down to the final possession with a tie game. So, what do the Nets do here? All they need to do is score a free throw and they win it. Anything but a turnover. Turnover, we're going to overtime. And there's a foul down at the Nets end, and going to the line is going to be Julius Erving, 79-9. First one's good, and that's the ball game. And so is the second one. What a finish. The Nets win this one, 109 to 107. All right, I'll get some totals, and I'll be back to wrap this one up. All right, we're back to wrap this up. What a finish. The Nets come back late and win this one, 109-107. Let's see, high man for the Nets was Irving with 27. They also got 18 from point guard Brian Taylor and 18 from center Billy Paultz. Nothing from Manning. In fact, he is the one player who did not play in this game, I believe. I thought everyone did, but or did he play defense? No, I don't believe so. But I'll have to go back and look on that. 27 points from Irving. Leading all scorers in this game was George McGinnis with 28. A little bit disappointed. 2 points from Don Bussey. Thought we'd get more from him, but it just wasn't meant to be. So the Nets, I believe, go home now and face the Denver Nuggets, first of a 4-game homestand, something they haven't had yet this season. And their record will go to 18-3 before they take on Denver. Okay, that's going to do it for this one. If you stuck with me, I'll tell you, this was by far the most exciting up-tempo basketball game I've had in this project. I'm only 21 games in, but this was a nail-biter, right? And it came right down to the wire. All right, so anyway, if you hung out with me, I appreciate it. And I'll be back again in the near future with another video. And until then, take care.